I've never in my life, I'm 38 years old, seen Italy play that poorly in terms of a team that was so unorganized, a team that was, I mean, the spaces between them. They made Israel look like they're prime Real Madrid.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, the Gennaro Gattuso era for the Italian national team began with a second-half offensive explosion against Estonia before a 5-4 thriller against Israel, which really had it all and saw them score 5 goals in 2 consecutive matches for the first time in their history. What does that mean, though, for their World Cup qualification hopes? Well, the win against Israel puts them in second place, which would put them in a playoff place behind Norway, who won 11-1 against Moldova. But how can Italy qualify for first place, you might think? Well, they've got to win their last 4 matches, including the final match day against Norway at San Siro, while surpassing them as well on overall goal difference. And Norway have currently got a plus 21 advantage, and Italy's at plus 5, which means they're most likely, if all scenarios work out how you boys said earlier you're expecting them to.
How you would like to see them work out.
That's not true.
You could also say.
That's not true. I want to see Italy in the World Cup. I'm not. You guys give me a bad rap. I want to see England and Italy play against each other in the World Cup. I want to. You
definitely don't.
Not in the final. I would like to see.
We need Italy in the World Cup.
You haven't seen enough yet?
We need Italy in the World Cup. I don't think they're going to make the World Cup, but we need them there.
Come on, you surely must think they are going to make the World Cup.
Based on what? They lost. They didn't go to the last 2 World Cups, losing against Sweden and North Macedonia. I think Italy has been getting progressively worse since 2006, really, when we had world-class players in every line, even on the bench. I was watching this video from 2002, and I could not believe what I saw. Del Piero on the bench, Gattuso on the bench, the lineup, Maldini, Nesta, Cannavaro, Totti, just the generational world-class players, goalkeeper, defense, midfield, attack. Every single one of those guys was not just a world-class player, but a player that doesn't come along for 15 years.
Do we need all those players that you mentioned to qualify for World Cup? The answer is no. We should not need those players to lose to the opponents that you just mentioned to not qualify for 3 World Cups. That's the issue. 100% Italy is lacking those talents, but we also lack from a character standpoint. From a character standpoint, this team, I remember Barella saying after the North Macedonia match, oh, we were thinking about the next game. We felt like we didn't deserve to be here. The pressure of not missing a World Cup, that's the reality. We have to also talk about that side. This team, with all the players that play in Europe, they should be able to go to a World Cup. But the reality is, unfortunately, I agree with Matteo, because the most likely scenario is we go to a playoff. Can this team, character-wise, go to a 3rd playoff? And guess who we might play? We might play North Macedonia or Sweden. Do you know that those are the possible? Yeah. So these guys, they would. I'm scared that they would lose before we even get on the pitch.
But what happened to this big mentality of the Italian national team? We never give up. We're there till the end. We fight till the end. I mean, you said it in the Euros. It was only a couple of seasons ago, or a couple of years ago. And now you can't miss 3 World Cups on the trot. You just can't.
I know. I mean, yeah, all right. We look at the table. If they beat Norway, Norway slip up once, and they win out the rest of the games, they're going to go through, and this conversation is going to be a moot point, right? And Italy has great, fantastic players, right? We have guys that played in Champions League finals in the last 3 years. I mean, we have good players in theory, on paper. But if you watch the Israel game, and they won that game 5-4, right? Because it sounds like the way we're talking about that they lost. But if you watch the Israel game, it was lipstick on a pig. It was so. I've never in my life, I'm 38 years old, seen Italy play that poorly in terms of a team that was so unorganized, a team that was, I mean, the spaces between them. They made Israel look like they're prime Real Madrid. It was so poor, and they struggled so bad in that game. They found a way to win 5-4, but they cannot defend. And if one thing's as clear as day now, just to get a little bit more technical and a little bit more micro on it, this team has to play with a 3-man center back system. I mean, that's clear as day. Bastoni cannot play alone back there with Di Marco. Those are not pure defenders. Those are not guys that wake up in the morning and want to defend, right? And on the other side, Di Lorenzo, and who was the other on the right side? Mancini. I don't know if Mancini's a national team level, but he has to play with a 3-man system. He has to make the players that are the best players in the team play to the system that benefits them. Di Marco, Bastoni, Barella, the 2 strikers as well, Keane, Retegui. You can play that way with a 3-man center back system. But to see 4-4-2 going like this, like an accordion, against Israel, barely scraping away, lucky to walk away out of there with 3 points, where at moments during that game we thought they might not even be in the playoff. There was moments in that game I thought this team is lucky to be in the playoffs. So a lot to work on for sure. It's been a disappointment.
Can I give you really quickly my best lineup? Buffon, Calafiori.
Buffon.
Sorry.
I thought you was going back to
Gigio, I'm still thinking of 2002. No, listen to this, guys. Give me a take real quick.
Cannavaro.
Gigio, then back three, Baresi, Maldini.
All right.
Calafiori, Buongiorno, Bastoni. We can agree that's the best back three.
Di Livio.
Okay. Wing backs, Cambiaso, Udogi. Midfield three.
I wouldn't put Udogi.
Ricci, Barella, Tonali.
Yes.
Keane, Retegui.
We argue on a couple, but yes. I would put Scalvini could have a shout because he's a right-footed center back. Udogi, I would not put. I like Cambiaso. I think Cambiaso is good on the right side.
Did you see De Lorenzo make Manor Solomon look like Messi?
I just said Cambiaso.
No, but
Cambiaso on the left side, Politano on the right.
Politano on the right.
Politano's a wing back. Politano's the only guy that has speed on this team. What do you mean?
I mean, surely though, because it's been a bit of a managerial problem, obviously with Spalletti. There's a lot of national team managers that have all these players that aren't sure what the right system should be. How has Italy found themselves in this position where they still don't know their best 11, in what formation they should play in such a critical time? Like, how did you even get to this point?
Spalletti made this mistake in the Euros. In the Euros, he tried to coach it like a national, like he was going to build Napoli again. When you just said it right, the one time we all agree is that this team needs to play a three-man back line. It's not rocket science. The team that went to the Champions League final, Inter, that has a core, played a three-man back line. It helps the deficiencies. What was the issue that we had a couple years ago, Papi? We said we have no number 9. We said we have no striker. Now we've got 2. Now we've got Keane and Retegui, and now the problem is the other side. So we fixed one problem to create others. For me, you have to lean into the only good qualities that this team has is exactly that. 3-man midfield. Don't try to change things too much. But unfortunately, it might be too late for us to even solve the problems, even if we did go to a 3-man backline.
How confident are you that if you go to the playoffs, you'll make the World Cup?
No confidence whatsoever. None of us, we've all been burned before. We've seen this team lie down for Sweden and North Macedonia.
But is it a mentality problem then when you get to that point?
Terrified, Poppy.
Are they already terrified?
Do you know what it means for Italy to miss 3 straight World Cups? That means that we'll have to go 16 years between the last time they were at a World Cup until potentially the next time. Like, what is happening?
You're winning
16 years.
You're winning against Israel 4-2. I mean, that game should be over in theory with what's on the line, and you concede 2 soft goals, and then you score 2 own goals
by trying to attack as well. We were trying to attack in the end.
I mean, for me, if they go to a playoff, watching that performance against Israel, I have no faith. Watching
Norway's
the first half against Estonia. No idea. And when I watch Gattuso, and I'm a big fan of Gattuso, the player and the personality, but I know, the national team, you're not going to reteach them. He's just all about grinta. I know, and I get that. They need that, and they need personality, and he probably brings that. But my God, were they unorganized in that game? It was frightening. It was low-level football. It looked like you were watching a high school football soccer game.
There's a generation of Italian kids that have not seen Italy in a World Cup. Francesco Pio Esposito, 19 years old, the national team says he doesn't remember Italy at a World Cup.
Of course.
Let that sink in.
That's crazy.
Do they make it, yes or no?
No.
Yes, Grella?
They'll make it. They'll make it. Norway slips up somewhere, and Italy somehow gets it done. That's my heart speaking.
Yes.
That's my heart speaking.